What's up everyone, this is Marky2200 and welcome to the first episode of my Need for Speed Pro Seed retesting series where we're going to find out the best car for every single purpose. Today we're going to be ranking all the front wheel drive cars for grip racing and we're going to see which one is the best for grip racing and which one is the worst. All cars have been upgraded with stage 3 performance package and have been reduced when necessary, however for front wheel drive cars this isn't the case. All the cars have been tuned properly, tunes of every car are in the description down below, and we're going to be using manual gearbox. With that said, let's see which front wheel drive car is the worst for grip races, and that at number 10 we have the Acura RSX. The Acura RSX managed to get a time of 1:47.42, and to be honest there isn't really a lot of special things going on with the Acura RSX. It is just painfully slow and it's got the handling to match it. At number 9 we have the Honda Civic, which achieved a 1:45.70. To be honest, the Honda Civic feels like that this car, out of all the front wheel drive cars, has the most power but the least amount of traction. The gearbox is bad, however the grip is pretty much non-existing, making low and medium speed corners abysmal. And I still think this is overall the worst car, even though it is statistically not. At number 8 we have the Ford Focus ST, and the Ford Focus ST managed to get a 1:42.67. Yeah, the gaps are pretty large here at the bottom half. To be honest, this car is very oversteered, so you have to compromise your tuning and your actual cornering, hampering lap time speed. At number 7 we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI, which managed to get a 1:42.43, so that's pretty much no different compared to the Ford Focus ST. Basically it is like the regular Civic but with bad suspension, however it has decent grip and a proper gearbox, so it is pretty much just an upgrade over the regular Civic. At number 6 we have the Mazda 3. The Mazda 3 achieved a 1:41.04. And to put it simply, the Mazda 3 is almost identical to the Golf in terms of handling, suspension wise and gearbox wise, however it's just a lot faster. At number 5 we have the Chevrolet Cobalt SS. The Cobalt achieved a 1:40.84 and there isn't really a lot of special things going on with the Cobalt. It is just a solid car overall. With it has good gearbox, a good handling, good power. It is just solid overall. Coming at number 4 we have the regular Acura Integra, and the regular Acura Integra achieved a 1:40.25 and it is very lovely to drive. However the gearing is simply too short, even when you put everything at +10, and that it tops out at 350-ish kilometers an hour. It also has quite bad suspension, which needs to be slightly compensated, otherwise you're going to dip into the ground and you're going to scrape the ground. Ride height doesn't really matter. There is a certain a sweet spot where if you put the suspension at the front at -10 and at the rear +10, for me that is the sweet spot. But however if you put suspension wise -10, that will dip into the ground, scrape the ground, and you have to compensate that for it. It's not really bad though. It's not like the regular Acura Integra has terrible suspension. It's just slightly bad, so you slightly need to compensate for it. However, you can see the Acura Integra Type R, which has no suspension problems at all, is a second and a bit faster. Sure, it is slightly faster than the regular Acura Integra, but you can see that some little bit of extra power and good suspension really makes all the difference. Coming at number 2 we have the Honda Civic Si, which has nothing in common to the regular Honda Civic except for its name obviously. But this car is actually fun to drive and it's a good choice for this car to drive. It achieved a 1:37.70 and it handles beautifully, it has good amount of power, good suspension, its gearbox is just alright, 3rd and 4th are slightly too short, making 5th and 6th a tad too long. But that's just a very minor inconvenience. It is overall a very solid car to drive. However, this car is nothing when compared to number 1. it wasn't even close. At number 1, the Seat Leon Cupra. It achieved a 132.39, and this car is just super lovely to drive. Everything about it is superb. The engine is great, the gearbox is great, suspension wise, handling wise, even the engine sound to me is extremely amazing. Which is why EA had to nerf it. I mean, this is something I never knew, because I always played with this game with a speed limiter disabled. Apparently this car has a speed limit of 354 kilometers or 221 miles an hour, meaning that, as far as I am aware, this is only one of 2 cars that has a different speed limit to the regular 403 kilometers or 250 miles an hour speed limits. I mean, I tested it on grip races, on drag races, on speed challenges. This car has a different speed limit. And to be honest, it is fair, because this front wheel drive car is so much faster to the rest of the front wheel drive cars that it is not even close. I mean, sure, I'll take that speed limit of 354 kilometers an hour and just use this car anytime over any of the other front wheel drive cars. But hey, you learn something every day. I mean, overall, this car, amazing. If you haven't tried it out, get it ASAP. If you don't have the DLC, get patch 1.1. This is absolutely astonishingly good. And that was the very first episode of the Pro Street retesting series. One of many. There's still going to be a lot of more videos coming with the Pro Street testing. We're gonna test every single car of the 76 cars available in Pro Street for each and every single available game mode. And then we're going to rank them all together for one giant list. And that will take some time. But that's all to look forward to. For now, if you've liked this video, consider leaving a like. Subscribe for more Pro Street testing videos. This has been Marky2200. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Take care.